Hello friends, welcome to this video. So in this video we will look at a JavaScript method which is Object.assign. This method allows you to copy the properties of an object from one object to another. So this is actually the method that we will be talking about, Object.assign. So this method is useful. So let's suppose you have an object right here. Let me declare it obj1 and it has some properties such as name, and then we have age. So we have these two properties in this object obj1. We have the name property and the age property. And now if I just console log this object, you will actually see these two properties will be printed out. So now the method, this is Object.assign. This method comes into the picture if you want to transfer some properties from one object to another. So let's suppose I declare object2 and declare some more properties. Now we have name, age, let's suppose we declare country as well. And then the second property is uh, runs. So these are two additional properties. So now if I want to transfer these properties into the parent object, into this object, this method comes to the picture, which is Object.assign. So what does this method do? It actually copies the properties of the second object to the first object. So how we actually call this method, it's really simple. We simply write Object.assign, and here you need to pass the object1 in which the properties need to be transferred. So here you will first of all pass object1, and then from which object you want to transfer properties. So from this obj2 you need to transfer these two properties into the, so you simply write obj2. So it basically does the copy operation. So the both these properties will be transferred into the first object. So if you console log this now, you will see two properties right here. But now after this operation, let me console log the same object obj1 once again. Now you will see after this operation, after this method call, which is Object.assign, now you will see a slight difference. First of all, we have two properties, name and age. Now we have name, age, country, and runs. So now we have four properties. So after this operation, both these properties were transferred to the parent object. It was copied successfully. You can see this country and runs object. These properties were transferred to the parent object. This object was not modified. This obj2, obj1 was modified. All these properties were merged into a single object, were copied using this Object.assign method. So we basically pass the first object in which the properties need to be transferred, and then the obj2, this is a second object. So here the properties, these properties will be transferred to this object, and then this object is changed. So we see this output. If you console log the obj2, it remains the same, it doesn't get changed at all. So it again contains these two properties, so it doesn't get changed. So now we can even declare obj3. So we can have some more additional properties. So we can simply say here some other property, let's suppose average and marks. So let's suppose we want to also transfer these property as well. So again you will simply say obj3. So what you will see now, you will also now see these two properties added, which is average and marks, to this obj1. So both the properties which were available in this obj2, obj3 has been successfully copied and merged. And if you see the output, we have name, age, country, and runs, average. You will see all these things are transferred into the single object which was obj1. So in this way guys, you can use this method which is object.assign to, if you want to actually copy the properties of one object into another, and you can pass multiple objects right here if you want to transfer the properties. So in this way you can use this method. It's really used in many applications. I have personally used this method a lot of times in applications if you want to transfer properties from one object to another. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and do check out my website freemediatools.com, which contains audio, video and image tools, open source website. So I will be seeing you in the next video.